Hey y'all, the video tonight comes to you by Netflix. This one was called The Keepers. I watched it when it first came out, maybe 3 to 6 months ago. I don't know, it was a while. But in light of Abducted in Plain Sight, I told my husband, I was trying to get him to watch The Keepers with me, but he doesn't. Well, he didn't. So I hate it. I'll try to get him to watch a show, and then he'll be like, no. And then when he watch it on his own or somebody else recommended it, he want to be all up on this. Like, come on, whatever. I've been new. But he does the same to me. He'll tell me about new shows that he's watching or whatever. Some of them I'll watch, some of them I won't. But we watch a lot of stuff together, which is nice because then we get to talk about it while we're watching it. So back to The Keepers. This story was about a nun, Sister Kathy Sesnick, that was slain and left like in the woods dead. Turns out it was a huge web of lies and cover-ups and conspiracies with the Catholic Church. Father Maskell was like abusing a number of girls. I mean, the abuse and violation in that video or that series or movie, series, it just went so deep, and it just brings you to I don't know, man. Like, I watch stuff like that and it's just like, I don't like people. I don't like people because most people are cowards. A lot of those sisters, nuns, Maskell, other fathers, the Catholic Church as a whole, all of those people involved allowed all those girls to go through to be abused. They allowed the cover-up to protect the church. To protect what? This guy? So you're going to protect him from persecution because you feel like what he's doing is going to cause shame to your business, your company, your establishment. I'm sorry, in normal business, when people say racist stuff or when people say politically incorrect stuff, when people just do radical things that reflect poorly on a business, what do the business do? They fire that person. And they make a statement and say, hey, what this person was doing, we don't stand behind that. We're not for that. Our company is completely independent of this one person whose views no longer align with ours, so we're going to let them go. Why couldn't the Catholic Church do that? Hello, we know y'all been touching little boys and little girls since the beginning of time. We know. We see it. We know. Like, it's frustrating because, like I said, I have kids and other people do, and you just expect another adult to not stand by and watch something happen. You expect them to do something. Because what if it was your kid, your cousin, your niece, your nephew, your friend of a friend's child? Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. I mean, these women had so much trauma. And I commend them for speaking out. I commend them for going as far as they could through the court system to sue them, to figure out, all this. All of it was in connection with that murder because those girls trusted that nun, Sister Kathy. They trusted her. And when she started doing something about it and when she started figuring it all out, then she came up missing. And the father actually took the first girl, Jane Doe. He took her out to them woods and told her, see what happens when you open your mouth. And she saw that nun dead. And it's just like, for real? Seriously? My bad, y'all. Let me start. I ain't trying to have my battery die.
Unforgiven.
So we just gonna do this. because it's cold anyway. It's only 48 degrees outside. But anyway, oh God, it just makes me think, like, stuff like that makes me think about the people that I encounter on a daily basis who are cowards. It makes me think about the corruption, greed, and just ugly history that America has. We have separation from church and state, but that don't really. Oh, you can't talk about God in schools anymore. But churches are exempt; they're tax free. So all the donations you put into their businesses, they reap the benefits. And everything is always a religious excuse or a political excuse. I hate it when somebody says some stuff to me, like, I went and sat in my boss's office before, and to move up or get promoted, sometimes we all know you got to play the game. It's politics. So I sat down in the office, and it was for development, and I needed to tell her, what my plans were with this particular company, whatever, how I want to move up, and what that was. And she was saying all this stuff to me that literally just sounded like corporate political bullshit and garbage. And I'm just like, I literally told her, I was like, come on, this is politics. And she's, no, it's not. And I was like, yes, it is. This is politics. And she argued me up and down. Went to an event, and one of the speakers literally said it was all a game. And as women, we have to learn how to play the game to get ahead. So I don't like it when I go to someone who is in a higher position of power, or, they're a manager, a supervisor, a lead, a boss, or whatever you want to call them. And and you guys know those people, the people who are on the bottom, but they have the brains, the ideas, the innovation to be on top. And there's some people on top who have no skills, no qualifications, no nothing. They just up there because they know somebody, or they up there because they done faked it till they made it up there, and they still don't know what they doing. I just get so frustrated and upset, because it's like, if you have somebody, if I'm coming to you real, person to person, and I'm trying to get to the bottom of something, and you're giving me the runaround, it drives me insane, because then I feel like you're insulting my intelligence. And it goes back to the keepers. Those nuns, they went through the court system, and they pretty much wrote them back a letter saying that there was nothing that they were going to do because of the statute of limitations. Like, it was a wrap. Like, move on with your life, get over it. The one is old, the one is dead, and the other one old, so they're not going to pay for their sins. That's another thing. All these child molesters, pedophiles, they wait, there shouldn't be a statute on it, or that statute should be longer, because people who suffer from that abuse, that's a lifetime. Most people don't get help. Most people don't talk about it. Those people live with those demons for a lifetime. You stole their childhood. You stole their innocence. You stole something that you cannot give back, and it's not fair to them. So I don't care if you are caught at 70 years old in a goddamn wheelchair on oxygen. You need to pay for what you did to a person. I'm gonna keep hitting y'all with the documentaries or whatever, and whatever I'm watching on YouTube. YouTube, Netflix, Hulu, heck, AT&T Uverse, whatever I'm watching. If I find it to be profound, or you know, a lesson that I can get out of it, or just can make me think a little more, expand what I already know on a subject. I'm gonna do a review on it. Coming up, I'm a huge Big Brother fan. I'm a huge Survivor fan. I watch Housewives of Atlanta and Potomac. I watch so much interesting television, and I see that not a lot of people do reviews on the broad spectrum that I watch. So, you know, you see Love and Hip Hop, you see Housewives, but I'm wondering, like, who reviewing MasterChef? Who's reviewing all this other stuff? So, stay tuned. More exciting things to come. I'm trying to build an empire. This channel that I have today is going to be the start of an amazing brand, and it's going to be the start of a movement that's going to get millennials thinking. It's going to get us, you know, past this old stuff. Like, clearly the old stuff didn't work. So we need to think outside of the box. We need to be creative and innovative and start and run our own businesses. We need to change America as we know it. The baby boomers is getting old. They about to die. Let's flip America on its head and make it a better country that we actually can be proud of and not ashamed of when we visit other places. So y'all, thanks for watching. I really, really, truly appreciate the support. So like, comment, subscribe, share. I'm seeing people from my hometown who are really starting their own businesses. They kicking things off. And I come from a city of about 200,000 people. It ain't a lot of us. But there's way more people that I can count who've done something positive. You know, young entrepreneurs who are really trying to change the game and make things better for ourselves and our community. So I love y'all. Thanks for watching again. And give me some feedback. Let me know what y'all want to see. I mean, I love to cook. I cook with my kids. I can record that stuff sometimes. I'm trying to get, me and my husband, I want to do our whole marriage moment type deal, where we sit and we discuss relationships and where we think things can get better, and maybe help couples to communicate more and see, you know, where the breakdown is, or even help people get out of or away from toxic relationships and volatile relationships that people are stuck in and spending too much time because they don't know how to get out. So if y'all want to hear any of that, let me know. Hit me up. I'm gonna make Tiff's Life and Love Gmail so that y'all can email me. And just get things popping, like Cardi B say. Ow. Okay. I used to go do that better before my throat got messed up. But anyway, all right, this video going on too long. I just try to keep it at 10 minutes. My TV reviews will probably be like 30 minutes or longer, and then depending on what I talk about with the mister, who knows, we can maybe move it up to an hour. But appreciate the love. Thanks, y'all.